YouTube, man, what the hell going on, good people? I hope y'all having a good day, blessed day. You know, all that old good old shit. But anyway, we're gonna react to what was a 5-year-old. What a 5-year-old is now or then, because back then the 5-year-old we didn't have. Damn, make me sound old as fuck. We didn't have tablets and all that shit. I played games all day, so that what the fuck I did. Like, I was on PlayStation 2, 3, Xbox. That what the fuck I was doing when I was growing up. But I don't know what the fuck other these kids doing now. They listen to goddamn. I seen the TikTok where she was talking about kids was listening to Sexy Red and telling her to shut up and shit. We ain't do no shit like that growing up. Middle school, high school, we didn't tell teachers shut up. That's just what the fuck we didn't do. We wasn't having sex with teachers. We wasn't goddamn. That's just what we were doing. Cause back then, our teacher was old and respected, like certified. Like them motherfuckers cut your ass out in a heartbeat, and then try to fight you. So yeah, we was different growing up. But now these niggas having sex with kids and goddamn having babies by the teachers and shit. They throwing away their whole career. That shit is insane. I don't know what the fuck these goddamn the goddamn parents. The parents goddamn they child acting like them. They not trying to change the child. I don't know if parents now are holding the kid. Goddamn, they know their kid bad. I don't be understand why they don't realize goddamn their kid bad. They be trying to fight the teacher. But anyway, we'll hop to the video. That should be crazy to me.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out.
They wild.
The children today.
I wonder if she gonna have a job. She got fired after this.
I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot?
They tell her, hell no.
I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent.
The parent ready to beat your ass up.
Tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid.
Bro, you know what's crazy? People now, I don't know. Some people they drop their kids off at school as a daycare. Bro, when I got home from school, I wouldn't goddamn. My parents, they were like, hey, you got homework? Bet we're gonna do this homework. Anything you do after that, it's fucking free time. I didn't learn shit at home. It just is what it is. I learned how to motherfucking work. You ain't gonna motherfucking work, nigga. But other than that, I didn't learn shit at home. Math, read, science, all that shit. I learned that shit at school. I mean, that's what the fuck we did. Worked. I mean, hey, that just is what it is. But when I got it, I didn't get in trouble at school too much, so my parents had to come up there. Then my dad he was up there. He was helping out at the school, so they just called his ass. He just come right up there, and it wasn't no goddamn your son did this. He was like, okay, I know he did it. What action do we need to take? Like, what the fuck does that mean, nigga? You on my side or not?
I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit, and mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to fucking sit right there. So, I mean, if she telling me she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like...
Parents don't give a fuck, man.
I'm laughing because it's absurd.
Why?
Because it's just like you send the kid to school for instructions, and the parents like, well, clearly she don't want to follow instructions. And I'm like,
but that's what you sent your kid from. It's oftentimes sometimes parents that had trouble in school or hated school and stuff like that, they get kids.
Lord, no, I hate school. Anybody? Jeez, that shit's wild, boy.
And then they're gonna be like, it's like their revenge on the teacher.
oh, is that what you think?
Yeah. You told me when I was a kid, you ain't telling my daughter. I know you guys ain't shit. So you too. And
why
they
would you
back
have
up
your
their
daughter
kids the
go
way
back
they
there?
would've wanted to be back up. Like they don't grow.
Gotcha.
They don't understand sometimes that, hey, you fucked up back then, and maybe your teacher that was on your back, maybe there was a reason for that,
Yeah.
or maybe your teacher was on your back, but that teacher still has a job to do. But yeah,
What in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are
won't listen.
asking to listen to Pound Town.
Pound Town.
Ski.
Ski.
Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters
That's
are
what the
asking,
parent
"Can
listening
we hear
to."
Pound Town?" I'm playing them.
That is wild.
I think
Can I-
she was playing them like Frozen and shit. Man, I'm sure they want to hear that shit. They like turn that shit off. Let's listen to some Sexy Red. They don't know what the fuck. I don't know. It's easier for them to have access to music and shit. So, like, bro, when I was growing up, I used to burn CDs in middle school. So, I was like, boy, got a goddamn gun on him. Done what the hell? But anyway, I was in middle. Let me see, elementary. Bro, our generation, she 22, so our generation, we listen to Pretty Ricky, Genuine, Pretty Ricky, Genuine. I listen to Wayne. I used to listen to a lot of Wayne. You know, he used to always talk about sex and women, and that's all he talked about. Young Jeezy, man, we listen to all type of shit. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just more people got a camera now. But my parents, when playing that shit for me, we used to listen to old school, so like that, the music back then had meaning. Like you had to think about what the fuck they talking about. Now they just tell you up front, yeah, I fucked your nigga. Oh shit, they just tell you up front what the hell going on. I'm quite sure they would tell you back then what going on, but it's just different now, man. It's just different. Everybody got a camera. You just seeing more and more kids. Now, would I record a 5-year-old doing this? Hell no, that shit look weird as fuck. But that's just what parents doing now.
Can I use your phone 2 seconds?
No, you use yours.
No, the sound is not that good.
It's not that good. Kids singing along to Drake's "Rich Baby Dad."
Bro, never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I was finna say. I remember I went to a certain school event, right? I mean, of course they had the clean version, but it was still like they knew, like the kids, they didn't cuss or nothing, but they knew what was going on. I guess hell no, I wouldn't say middle school was settled. Oh, you know, but when we was in middle school, we were damn sure cussing, but we weren't cussing around like parents and shit. Like I'm quite sure. I think in the video they weren't cussing, but they knew to skip over the word and shit. But it's just a different time now, man. That's all it is. It's just a different time. Like she seen her mama doing the me shit.
You don't know what that song says?
Hands on your knees.
Hands
That
on
song
your
says,
knees.
Bend
Bend
that
that.
asshole.
Let
Let
that
that coochie
breathe.
Check it out for me.
Oh, well, that was a weird lyric. Shake that ass for Drake.
It's just the
Now,
way
shake that ass for me.
black
Now, bend
kids
that
have fun, man.
booty over.
It
Bow.
ain't right, but
Let that coochie breathe.
that what they parents listen to.
Shake that ass, lady.
Yes and no. You know, don't want no short dick man was not so subtle.
What?
But Madonna, like a prayer, that bitch was not really praying. Okay?
don't know what the
I
hell you
want to
talking about.
take you there. Take you where? Evans. You know what I'm saying? Our shit was a little bit more subtle than bend that asshole, let that coochie breathe.
None of it was kid appropriate. I remember.
None of it
I
was.
remember being in middle school.
But it was the same thing.
And this
That's what I'm saying, the
memory, this is, like,
music-
probably one of my.
The music we would listen to when appropriate. I mean, they 5. That's fucking young as fuck to be singing this shit. But you gotta understand that what their parents like listening to. When they at home with their parent, that they listen to. When I was growing up, goddamn, my mom used to have the radio on 24/7. Like and I fucking do it now. I just like the radio on. I listen to 98.7 majority of the time, but the radio gonna be on. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck that come from. But the radio gonna be on, and we won't listen to none of that shit. So you gonna listen to some Marvin Gaye. You gonna listen to some Luther Vandross. You gonna listen to some Teddy Pendergrass. You finna listen to some old school shit. But yeah, I ain't even. It's just a different time. That's all that shit is. It's just a different time. We were listening to it too. Not at that age, but we were listening to that shit.
Most vivid middle school memories. I think we were like 9. Mm-hmm. And there's 3 girls.
Ooh.
It was a white girl, an Asian girl, and a black girl.
Okay.
We're holding hands.
Uh-huh.
We were playing, we
Yeah.
were playing football, European. And these 3 girls were holding hands, skipping through the field.
Yeah.
Saying what?
Baby, grind with me.
My back.
My
Oh,
what?
Trina.
Coochie.
And my
Crack.
yes.
Man, let your mind
And I'll
take your
never forget
time
it.
with
I
me.
literally
We're talking
can
about
still see their
fucking.
face. I don't remember a lot of people from that time. I don't even remember their names, except for one of them because she was bad. But I remember them running through the field.
They were definitely saying
think
that.
young
My
folks don't
neck,
listen to a lot of
my
that stuff.
back,
Yeah.
lick my
They been-
and my.
5 is crazy.
Yeah, 5 is wild.
I don't remember it being that young.
Yeah.
And I don't remember parents sitting around.
Bro, listen. Hell no. My parents would listen. They weren't hell no. They weren't doing no shit like that. They'll turn that shit off. But it's easier for them to have access to it now because they could just hit it. They know about Alexa. They could just say Alexa play, and they start singing the song, and that bitch will pop right up. Man, I used to have to. It was easy for me. I used to burn CDs. Like in middle school, I used to be known the CD burner. I was burning CDs in middle school, so it was easy. I used to have to listen to all type of music, more than rap, jazz, R&B, rock. I used to have to listen to all that shit 'cause I used to burn CDs for different type of people. So even DVD, once I got in DVD, DVD, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. Once I got in DVD and burned CD, man, that's when other shit came up, and people love them.
Just, whoa, wow. Let's film
that.
this and post it because it's cute. Nah. That was
shit
stuff
ain't.
you heard when you wasn't at home and your parents couldn't supervise
Yeah.
you. But that was much older, not at 5. 5 is crazy.
Yeah,
And
5 is
5
wild.
means your parents playing that shit for you. Your kids are not finding that at 5. You playing that for
They
your
are
kids.
definitely
You
finding
playing
that
that around
5.
your children. Then I gotta start to look at the parents a little bit like, what is y'all doing? Like, what is you guys
Trust me, they are listening to it at 5. Some parents are not letting their kid listen to this shit, but they are listening to this shit at 5.
doing? But anyways, go ahead.
No, yeah.
That's a lot.
The 5-year-old is a bit much. But your kids, the difference is really like the kids have access to a whole lot more.
Exactly.
For me back then at 5, when I was 5, for me to have access to even hip hop, living here, for me to have the things I would have to do.
He a
to
little
just
older,
have
so he
access
probably
to
had to do
hip-hop.
goddamn some crazy
I would
shit.
have actually, my parents would have.
I grew up in the
to
CD
want to
player
drive
era.
to New York. 'Cause that's where my family was, and we'd had to bring a tape cassette, a video cassette, VHS, and go there, press record, and bring that shit back home. All right, not forgetting to bring it back. That's the extent I have to do to have videos from the States or videos like that. Okay, now it's mommy give me
Alexa.
your phone, and if it's not locked for parental whatever, which isn't.
Parent control shit. Yeah, I used to know all that shit. But now it's shit. They hand them the phone. Shit, have phone, got phone. I used to see 5-year-olds with phones better than mine. With iPhone 15s and shit, 12s and shit. They phone better than mine. I got a fucking Samsung 20, I think. 22, one of them. But they shit's better than my shit. I'm like, how the fuck your parents get this? Because I'm struggling to pay for this. I'm struggling. These motherfuckers got phones better than me at 5. That shit is wild. And you know what they doing. You know what? Once a kid get on social media, that shit is a wrap. Ain't nobody supervising it. Ain't nobody doing it. They probably supervise it to an extent, but that shit is hard to supervise. Once they click on one wrong thing, that shit is over with. And they gonna keep clicking. And they gonna keep clicking. And they gonna keep, they don't know what the fuck they doing. They just clicking.
Most of the times, they have access to all that.
Listen.
So what you listening to, your kids are listening to as well.
Hell yeah.
Princess Tiana, ballet music,
They don't want to hear that shit.
and they are asking me,
Pound
can we hear?
Town. Pound Town.
You know what Pound Town is?
My booty.
By the name,
Brown.
it's okay. You don't have to tell me anymore.
My coochie
No,
pink,
no, no,
my
no,
booty
no,
hole
no, no, no,
round.
no.
Pound Town.
They listen to that
Listen,
shit,
listen.
man.
Coochie pink, my booty all round.
I don't know what to do.
You can't do nothing.
I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life.
It is so crazy how women can be so well.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Do other like races deal with this, or is it just ours? Cause I don't know what race she talking about. It could be a mixture of races, but like, do other races and people deal with this shit, or just us? Is it just like I don't know. You know, I rarely see other races like getting on the internet and calling out shit like this. I guess because that's not, you know, in my shit, in my goddamn algorithm. But I don't know what. I'm quite sure she got fired. They probably fired the shit out of the parents. Probably seen this shit and probably fired the fuck out of the girl. Or she moved to a whole nother goddamn district. Cause they know, wait, that shit went viral, and that shit, I know that shit was crazy.
Put together, say so many smart things, and have those
The
ugly
nails?
fucking nails.
Ain't nothing wrong with her nails. Her nails look fucking. I mean, from this picture I can't see, but they look good. What's wrong with them?
I'm like, I'm with you, and then I see the hand. I tried ignoring it. I can't.
The minute I saw the nails, I was like, "Oh boy, here it goes."
Because they feel the need to also put it in front of their face.
I was gonna be tripping.
What's wrong with the
And
nails?
He is tripping right now.
What's wrong with the
you know
nails?
what?
Am I
I'm gonna keep
tripping?
my mouth shut. I'm gonna stop talking about the nails.
You can talk about it.
But,
it.
for the fellas watching, did y'all not think the same thing as me when y'all saw them nails? No.
I thought they looked good.
Man, you so well put together, everything.
Yeah, everything is.
And those
wow,
nails,
what's
I'm
wrong?
just like, okay.
You guys' daughters are
Ain't nothing wrong with the
twerking at
nails.
5.
The whole little foul to the T, baby.
Where's the parenting?
I'm gonna be honest, that's a super American thing because
Yeah, it is.
when I
Everybody
was
twerk.
Even like, I just saw people twerk it all the time when I was in like Miami.
Everybody
or even Los
twerk.
Angeles. Like, it was really random. Not even just like black folks. I saw Latinos. It's just like there's something
Every
about
race
them. They
twerk.
just like twerking.
That's just what they
It's
do.
Miami, everything.
I remember going to one party and we were just twerking. Just
That's what the fuck they do. They twerk. So of course your kid gonna see that and they gonna do it. That shit's wild, man. You can only supervise your child for so long, but once you send them motherfuckers off, they doing all type of crazy shit. If the right authority, like, I don't think they probably look at her as like, oh, she nice, she not really gonna yell, and like some kids like to be fucking yelled at. Like, they don't like it, but that get their attention. Once you yelling, that shit crazy to me. Why can't I? Like, bruh, when I was growing up, motherfuckers ain't had to yell. They just look at you. Like, that shit said so many goddamn words. It was ridiculous. Like, that shit meant straighten the fuck up. Fucking look at you. You be like, all right, bet. I ain't even finna deal with you right now because you crazy. But now, shit, you get a soft, like, she soft spoken. She seemed nice as fuck. Oh, they run over her because they parents ain't like that. They parents probably, you know, nice and shit, but they yell and they get their attention. Once you yell, goddamn, she probably ain't doing all that yelling.
it's like the music is off and they still twerking, and I'm just like, this is really weird. I've traveled. I've been to a lot of parties everywhere. They're like, we twerk anywhere, anytime with no music and music. That is a uniquely American thing.
Sometimes it's just one
That's
man.
everything. Everybody.
Put a hand in the air and go high. Once you hear high, sometimes I don't have to turn. I'm motherfuckers twerking. When they go high, ooh, shit. Oh, this drink is busting hot. The minute I hear high, I'm like, this bitch is twerking right here.
She throwing it.
Exactly what I did.
She throwing it.
Get that shit. The minute
She
they,
throwing
I've never
it.
had a conversation with somebody, you just look and they're just twerking.
yeah.
There's no music. It's not even
That just
recording.
means something happened, something good happened, something happened for them to do that. That just, I feel like that's just some people's natural reaction. It's like, that's just what it is. Something good happened, they just got to bust out twerking. It could be goddamn nothing going on.
Y'all different. That's all.
How was your trip? Oh my god, it was so much fun. We had so much fun that
That motherfucker started getting ready to twerk. That shit crazy. That's just what it is.
When did twerking become punctuation? What the?
Why is you guys' 5-year-old's daughter singing Pound Town? And it's just really, 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 it's upsetting bad. And I've watched different techniques soft skills,
Bro,
soft
them
parenting.
videos don't be working. Them videos don't be working. I don't know. Work video, any kind of video you watch. I ain't gonna say any kind. Majority of video, like when I used to work at Amazon, all that shit. Man, listen, them videos when that shit don't work. That shit don't work. Kid videos, that shit don't work. Every kid different. Them kids like they tell her, hell no. You think a video gonna help you with that shit? Hell no. That's the parent. The parents gotta do that shit. You gotta tell the parents to do it, and they not gonna do it. So depend on the parent, okay? Depend on the parent. But other than that, a video ain't finna help you.
Gentle parenting. I'm patient. I don't yell.
That's the
I'll
problem.
Say, hey,
You don't yell.
let's regroup. If you guys need 5 minutes,
ain't
let's
gotta
do
yell,
some
but you know what I'm
breathing. Your kids are telling me to shut up. You guys' kids are saying, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. You're not my mom.
That's what they tell her.
They're putting their hand, they're hitting each other and hitting other kids. You address the parent. The parents are telling you, you don't tell my daughter what to do. It's not that bad. Well, at least she was in the class. At least. It's all these excuses. Y'all come in and you're more worried about what's going on your Instagram and TikTok.
Look, when they drop them children off, shit. My child is your responsibility, but you can't discipline my child. That shit the most baffling shit ever. But hey, discipline ain't gotta be, putting your hand on the shit. But this can be goddamn like sit down, like, hey, can you please sit down? And they gonna tell her to shut up. They gonna tell, like she said, they gonna tell her to shut up. That shit's tricky. That's why all they had quitting. All they had quitting. It was easier. Cause I don't know. I'm not a fucking teacher. I wouldn't know. But I would guess back then, it ain't gonna say it was easier, but the parents knew. Like, I think I said this in the beginning, but my parents, like, if I got in trouble, I didn't get in trouble too much in fucking school because I was hard in that motherfucker. But goddamn, if my parents got calls for that school, they come up there and they gonna side with the teacher. I don't give a fuck what I did. Like, if they knew certain classes I didn't do shit in. I'm like, bro, why am I here? Like, the fuck. Like, I hated science. Like, I didn't do shit in science. That's the only way my parents get called. Science, I didn't do shit. Like, I knew I wasn't going to use the shit. I'm like, bro, I don't like this shit. I like math and reading. That's it. But telling a grown-up to shut up at 5 or any age, goddamn, telling a parent to shut up is insane. That's just some shit we ain't do. We knew we were going to get our ass whooped.
TikTok feed
versus
being a parent. Be a fucking parent. You guys are horrible fucking parents. Like, I'm sorry to say it.
She's gonna have an awkward next class because this video went viral. And
what I said.
What did you say about me and my parenting, bitch? I bet you she's not at that same place teaching those kids.
She had a whole nother district.
You think?
I would highly doubt it. If a video like this goes viral, I run a studio and you're one of my teachers and you saying that, you gotta go. Because you costing me too much money. So I already know the studio owner's trying to get rid of her. I know the parents are complaining because this shit went viral, and they know their kids are in her class.
And that's crazy.
There's no way.
Why should she have to get fired for speaking her mind about people not taking care of their kids? That's crazy. That she has to deal with that. Now somebody got to come behind her and deal with it. You think they gonna want to deal with it? Hell no. That's crazy. That's crazy. They should have like a parent meeting. The parent ain't gonna show up to the shit. But ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Ain't no way. This went super viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's absolutely some people who don't parent their kids. Some people are just happy to get rid of their kids for a few hours. They'll sign them up for fucking ballet or whatever, but have no
desire
to follow up, to be involved in the process. They think as long as I just pay money, they're going to learn a skill. That's just not how it works. That's not how it works. You're just neglecting your duties and you're paying money to make someone else have to deal with your problems.
Yep.
Because that child is your problem. That child is your responsibility. And you're paying money to send that kid over there so they can be somebody else's problem for a little bit so you can get some respite.
So you ain't got to worry about
from the fucking little undesirable monster that you create. That's crazy. And that's why a lot of public teachers just quit. Like a bunch of public teachers are watching this girl like, amateur. I did that shit for 20 years, and 25. And they just quit because they...
Bro, I don't believe back then. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't believe when them 25, 30, like, motherfucker, it's rare. Like, it's rare to have a teacher doing that shit now. Like, a teacher going on 10 years now, 10 years from when they was, because motherfuckers starting at, like, what they starting, like 21, 22, 23? So they should be like in what they 5th year already. That's tough to find unless you got some good kids and you in a good district. But other than that, that shit's hard to find. Cause these motherfuckers trying to fight the teacher and shit and they stealing the shit from the teacher. Maybe she could do some wild shit. I think about the wildest shit I did at school was fucking me and my homeboys rolled dice in class. That shit we playing 7-11. You playing 7-11, rolling dice while a nigga teaching. It's crazy. We used to do that shit. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I think I was about the 7th grade. We was rolling dice in class. Playing for money. That nigga teaching. We was in a math class. He teaching class. We in that motherfucker talking about some 7-11. 7. Get my money, nigga. We in that hoe doing some shit like that. That about the worst thing I did.
They said the pay is not worth dealing with these. Sometimes it's not even the kids, it's the parents that they be mad at. The kids are just a reflection of the parents' choices.
That's
so
all
a lot of
it
them
is.
can't even correct these kids or do anything to actually help anything.
That's all
because
that
then
shit
the
is.
parents complain, so then their jobs are at risk. So now you guys are seeing firsthand what it's like for a lot of people who have to deal with these kids. And people, well, if you can't handle it, get out of the job. Oh, don't worry, it's happening. Teachers are quitting en masse. A lot of schools are having trouble finding any teacher to teach your shitty kids.
You know what you guys doing when you're doing that? When you're not raising your kids like that, you're raising the prices of your next kid and the generations after that.
True.
'Cause all those teachers are quitting. Then the school's gonna have to increase the pays, and who's gonna fall on that? The parents. The next generation of parents are gonna have to pay because all you people messed it up.
Man, they ain't finna increase that
Sent your
shit.
bum ass kids to school. All the people, the teachers went out and wanted to quit, and then to get more and better teachers, I'm gonna have to increase the pay.
True. Yeah, at that point he was just finna talk about kids. I mean, people ain't finna show up shit for school, but they not. That shit is insane, man. Parents now just, they're a reflection of when they was in school, and they parent probably doing the same thing. So, some people got better at it. Some people ain't. I mean, some people still crazy. That just is what it is. That shit is wild, man. Kids now are just different. They are different. I remember going up to like my old high school, and like I go to a couple of their games and shit, and I be seeing like the kids in that motherfucker. Like we had. Like, it's just different. We had, like, tattoos, but these motherfuckers got more tattoos than me. Like, these motherfuckers are sleeved up. These niggas got on some goddamn ball mains and goddamn some chrome heart jeans and shit. Like, where the hell you paying to get this money from? Man, I used to wear polo to school. If I would have showed up some polo in these motherfuckers' era, I'd be the talking stock of the goddamn school. We used to wear Aeropostale and holler stuff, man. I wear that shit now. That shit, man, them niggas will get on my ass. Hey, you broke ass nigga. These niggas wear $1,000 shit to school, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I be telling kids, man, you don't want these problems. You don't want these adult problems. I swear to God, you don't want them. Cause ain't nobody finna help your ass. And shit, them goddamn ball mains and shit ain't gonna mean shit when that power bill come around. Or that water bill. Cause she's ugly like here in these streets. You don't want these problems. But anyway, we just gotta do better, people. Just gotta do better. But anyway, like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace.